Hmm. All right, so that is Mass Effect 1. Very good, very good game. I do like it. I do have something to say about the game. Uh, I'm gonna mute the credits sound because I feel like it's gonna get DMCA'd. All right. So what I am going first thing first. I am going to play Mass Effect 2 and 3. I don't think I'm gonna play Andromeda. I heard nothing but bad things about that game, and yeah, I don't really think I want to get into that at all. So I'm not gonna do that one. I will play the Mass Effect 2 and 3, but I won't play like back to back like 1, 2, and 3. I'll slot something else in between each playthrough to do like a palate cleanser before I go in Mass Effect 2. So, which is to say, I will play something else before I jump back to Mass Effect 2. So, about what I like about the game. I really enjoy the story. I really like this. I feel like this is so very inspired by Knights of the Old Republic. It does a very good job of world building. It doesn't go into it has like a in depth story and history about like the universe of this game, but it doesn't overwhelm you with too many details to at once. It is a it is a very good story, very good, very like expertly written. The characters are has like a good progression. Your party members all have their own like agenda or like goals of following you. They're very likable. I think like I don't know. I feel like they made the aliens so likable that the humans are kind of just like there. You have two human party member, right? Like one of them is just there, the guy, and the female is just like every time she's on screen, she's like, yeah, I don't trust the aliens. I'm like a human supremacist. So much so, I'm surprised she's not like the right cape, the red hood, or something like that. Whatever that group that Shepard used to be with, the giant like human supremacist group. I'm surprised you didn't find out she's like one of them, right? I don't know. That's just me. But like I feel like I like the aliens a lot more. Another thing I like is I don't really like shooting games. I don't I don't really play shooters. But I think like this might be the best shooter I ever played, other than like PUBG or like Fortnite, something like that. But like this is like the best shooting in America. All the gun feel unique. All the upgrade make the gun feels really different. Your like gunplay feels super responsive. It does exactly what you think you wanted to do. Um, the fact that you can only use two weapons makes it really good. I think unless Mass Effect 2 or 3 adds like different weapon types, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna stick with assault rifles and sniper rifles. I mean, like, I don't know what else they can do. There's assault rifle, sniper rifle, shotgun, and pistol. I think like that's might be just it. I don't know what else they can do, but like the implants, the special ability stuff, they're really good as well. Everything is everything feels really nice when you're actually playing it. The armor system is really cool. You can like get different armors. All you can get armor upgrades and stuff. One thing about it is that like the loot system gets super overwhelming. So by the end, I kind of just like started selling junks non-stop. And when you're playing the game, the one early advice I would think to give is that don't worry about don't worry about the money. If you see a bunch of item you want to buy and you don't have the money, just go do side missions and you get like a lot of money really fast. Um, is yeah, I think that's all the pros. What do I say? The gameplay is really good, right? The gameplay is good. The story is good. The character is good. For some of the things I think there's lacking. Gameplay wise, I find the exploring random planets really boring. Even though I like the gunplay, you can only go through the same facility so many times when you before you realize, yeah, this is like all the same. The planet is the same. The rover can drive terrain. It doesn't have like a jump. It doesn't have like a jump thing to have you jump in over any hills. It's really stupid. I don't really like the rover part of the gameplay. Exploring random planets is boring and tedious. There's that, and I don't know if I want to say this, but I feel like when you're playing this game, right? When I eventually come back to this game, this is gonna be like, I feel like when I eventually come back to this game, it's gonna be less to replay a game, more like to rewatch like a movie. Because this is like actually like a movie made into like a game, right? Or like a novel, a series of novel made into a game, and it is very interesting, but it is more of a movie or a book, more of like story focused than an actual game. And I don't really have a problem with that usually, but you have to understand that there is something to be said about the gameplay is like take a backseat to the actual story. If you get what I mean, it's hard for me to explain because I do like the gameplay of the game as well. Like I said, I like the shooting part of the game, but okay, so one thing I can put a single example is this game doesn't really have a boss fight. I mean, like the only boss fight you get I can think about is the two time you fight Siren, and the only two time you fight him is at like the very end of the game. There's like after you go do like each main story, right? There's not a very unique or stronger enemy that you have to kill in order to like progress the story. There's just a bunch of you go down to a planet, you watch story, you kill a bunch of guests or like enemies, you interact with a bunch of consoles, right? And do a quick time events, get more story lore, and then just leave the planet and you're done. There's like not a lot of boss fights. Like when you play a game, you think about like boss fights. You think about like actually like puzzles you have to solve and shit like that. There's like almost none of that in here. You just upgrade. You get a gun, upgrade your gun, go fight a bunch of enemies. Go down to a planet, watch cutscenes, fight a bunch of enemies, watch cutscenes, go to the end point of the planet, interact with something, and like go back to the ship, watch more story. Like that's basically the game loop. And I don't know. I feel like the story definitely they. I feel like they came up with the story first, then build gameplay around it, and they didn't really build that in depth of gameplay around it, and so the story is just the gameplay is just there to complement the story, which is a great story, right? And I from what I get of the story, I do love it, but I feel like there could be more. You could be like there's like I mean like Liara's mom is definitely a boss fight, yeah, but like I don't know. It's not the boss fight is not that memorable. I don't know. Like you could be like, hey, Liara, like when you go down to like this, when you go to rescue Liara, right? There's like a not a gas, but maybe a giant gas, but like maybe like a Krogan warrior riding like a giant tank, and you have to like snipe him. You have to like recognize his attack partner. He's like dashing all over the place. You have to recognize his attack partner and use a sniper rifle to shoot to headshot him. And then if you don't use sniper rifle, the game forces you to use like a sniper rifle to be like to get like to be very useful. Or like some enemy that can like clone themselves. So you need to like use you need to get with the assault rifles so you can fire a lot of them at once or stuff like that. Or like you need like the one enemy that's like a giant that has like a weak point that you have to use a certain gun to shoot it, and each weak point has like a health bar, shit like that. Like literally all of the boss fight is just like Liara's mom is just a really tanky Liara, like really tanky like alien. You're shooting. I don't even remember her gimmick. All of the, and like that's not only Liara's mom, but Sarah's gimmick is really weird too. Like because Sarah's gimmick is just jumping around. I mean, I guess that's fine, but like there's not a lot of boss like gimmick to the boss fight to be like very memorable. The story is what you're gonna remember, and when you come back to this game, you're not coming back for the actual like gameplay. You're coming back to make different choices, right? You're coming back to like if I were to come back, I'm gonna come back to rescue William instead of the other guy. I'm gonna like maybe be a dick to everybody. I don't know, but that's what you're gonna be back for. You're not gonna be back for necessarily for the gameplay. You're gonna be like sitting around one day saying, "Ooh man, I really want to play that game. That gameplay was really good. I really like the way that like the gun works. I really want to fight Sharon and Sharon again." That's not gonna be why you're back. Because you're gonna be back about like the story more than anything else. So yeah, right? Like, I mean, it's just me, but I feel like that's not a like unfair statement on my part. All right, let's see. What do we have here? What does this take me? Where does resume take me? Yeah, they build like a bunch of planets, but like actual. Hold on. Okay, they loaded me back to the Saren boss fight. Okay, so right, prediction about 2 and 3. Yeah, two. I'm guessing two is gonna be us trying to stop the Reaper invasion. Reaper is gonna have like some other scheme to invade to come back, and we're gonna do the same thing we did in this game to try to stop them. And the lore is gonna expand, but I think in here we're ultimately gonna fail. The Reaper is gonna come back, and the third Mass Effect 3 is gonna be like Reaper is here, and we're at like a war now, and we have to like find some way to like stop them for good. That's what I think. But yeah, all in all, it's a very good game. I don't want like to have the I don't want to have the misunderstanding that I don't like this game. I love it. It's very good. Every character, including like Joker, like I thought Joker was gonna die in the end, honestly, but yeah, he didn't. So like everyone's well written. It just I feel like the game they can spend a little more time making the game like part of this game actually like feel better. But it's just me nitpicking a little bit. Um, I'm not ending the stream. I'm gonna do another hour of Cold Vein. I think. I'm gonna do another hour of Cold Vein. Like I said, I already have some game picked out to replace this one. Some playthrough to replace this one. It's gonna be I'm gonna do that one and then come back to Mass Effect 2 and then do another playthrough, then do Mass Effect 3. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So, all in all, I will give this game a 8.8. I feel like. I think that's fair. I don't think it's gonna be a 9 yet. I think maybe 8.9. I think 8.9 is a decent score. But yeah, if you're watching this on Twitch for the channel, like please follow me. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, comment if you want. If you want to watch this live, if you want to watch like Mass Effect 2, which is gonna be coming in a couple of weeks. I'll leave the channel link down in the descriptions. Otherwise, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the end of the this playthrough. But if you're watching this on Twitch, I'll be back in a couple of minutes to stream Code Vein. Yep. All right. See you guys all next time. Goodbye.